sperm whale. Have no sense of patriotic duty. Their only loyalty is the highest bidder. Shark will not capitulate to whale authority. The New World Order has begun to amass its forces. Mother of harlots and abominations, Barbara Terra Nova. begins the countdown to extinction. Beneath Site B is an underground city, 5 cubic miles in size, carved out using an alien technology laser drilling machine. The shark refuses to subjugate herself to the insectoid's will, and thus is targeted mother of harlots and abominations, Barbara Terra Nova.
Metal.
The bioweapon has reached America's shores, perhaps having already unleashed a rapid viral agent upon the citizens. Now, the NWO will hold the country ransom, offering the vaccine in exchange for
She'll turn up. Not seeing anything yet. Not seeing the target. I gotta be honest, I do not know how to fix a shark.
All these recent oil spills are merely contrived events designed to cripple the Gulf's fishing industry. Clovis locals seldom miss an opportunity to indulge in mindless, gratuitous slaughter.
Large shark reported in the Gulf. I need CCG to investigate. I'm on this bounty.
This could be the bioweapon's doing, sure. But first, perhaps I should consult my friend, a world-renowned expert on the subject of ancient giants.
That was a nice distraction. Let's go get loaded.
The bioweapon appears determined to disperse its infectious bodily fluids anywhere and everywhere. You see a lighthouse. I see a monument to the engorged... What are these? My guess is powerful influencing machines, designed to make us hate America and love India. Influencing machine is destroyed. Americans, freed from its spell, will forsake their halak veneer for good old-fashioned cheese. By the behavior of wildlife in this area, the bioweapon is also spreading estrogen-mimicking endocrine disruptors. Operation Garden Plot was just the beginning. The Rex 84 program is underway. The insectoids are rounding us up for their re-education programs. Agaventoids are a unique suborder fish of this suborder. I don't know about you, but I have a small saxitoxin-filled needle that I am prepared to use in case I'm captured for forced labor in the insectoids' copper mines. Clearly, the NWO sunk this ship for trying to deliver food, water, and medicine to imperiled patriots.
Pack it in, fellas.
Port Clovis has grown bored of the hunt, leaving our shark to fight another day. Shark bounties became common here after the previous mayor's practice of hiring Fijian shark charmers proved largely ineffective.
Radio says we got a new bounty. Somebody back her.
Come on now.
Anybody else see that? This is my least favorite part of the job. Anybody got a good set of needle nose pliers?
Hell, I don't know. Maybe she's scared of us.
Am I just seeing things?
Uranium-235 test subject, the irradiated Shadow Orca.
Hey, it's... false alarm. Just alone.
Clearly are united with North Korea to undermine Western interests. Another shark hunt draws to a close. Regarding these spills, I'm proposing complicity on the part of Mayor Wade. You see, Hibbert owns 50 shares in Schlumberg, who's owned by Hexagon, who are partners with Saxwell Gold and Varkar, the manufacturer of oil dispersant emulsifiers. Therefore, Hibbert made money. Love books, but don't love to read? Autolist.com has over 150,000 titles you can start listening to today, like Cynthia Todd's Program to Kill, Video Games and Violence. These are Chinese-made rigs. If there's any catastrophic methane explosions in the near future, you can't tell me that's merely an accident. Apropos of nothing, I'd just like to say that the Warren Commission was a total farce. This may look like a friendly local bait shop, but it's actually a satanic temple of death, terror, and animal sacrifice. A source close to the Army Corps of Engineers informs me that the group has been involved in a purposely directed Gulf depopulation program for years. You see a lighthouse. I see a monument to the engorged phallus of Osiris the Sun. So begins another reckless campaign of extermination. Love books, but don't love to read? Autolist.com has over 150,000 titles you can start listening to today. Like Patricia DeRay's Cooking with Colloidal Silver. 50 easy recipes from casserole to skillets to sides. The battle is over, but the war goes on. Site P features underground satellite tracking facilities that can send a camera to your property within seconds. Their technology is now so sophisticated that they even know if you're browsing Mariska Hargitay on Wikifeet again. Bravo survivor, the irradiated bone sperm whale. United Nations Protectorate. I mean, wake up. Despises them for her independence of mind and spirit. All these recent oil spills are merely contrived events designed to cripple the Gulf's fishing industry. Private beaches remind us that the guile of the Illuminati has accomplished its goal, and that we've all become servile rule followers. Atomic Energy Commission project, the Irradiated Electric Great White. The insectoids, it seems, have allies even within the underwater domain. Currently doing a liver detox. NWO death squads have made clear their intention to overthrow private property. Extrajudicial killings of all owners of homes with a second bathroom are right around the corner. Inside source says they're going to shut down this broadcast under Executive Order 10995.
Distinctive looking shark. That's really good. Hey, Shark, get your ass out here.
A DHS source told me that Flamingo Joe's will shortly be converted into a corpse processing facility.
I'm just gonna assume it's dead.
The hunt ends, but this is a mere pause in the eternal struggle between man and nature. More of these machines dispersing mental poison from hell, creating a lumpen mass of propaganda-drugged Americans who'd rather watch Aubrey Dominique take the Cocoa Bob Challenge than read the Constitution. Aha! Take that, Aubrey Dominique! Insectoid pawn. This is a decadent empire. In its final state of angry bull sharks, local hunters are forced to both bail, shrug off last night's hangover so they can take to the... This is the end. Well, humanity had a nice run.
Another shark up to no good. Let's get it!
There's no question that waffle-centric restaurants are a thinly veiled plot to topple the very foundations of our democracy. The death of the American dream is in evidence everywhere one looks these days. Shotguns and Molly Hatchet disturbs the serenity of an otherwise calm sea. The shark hunters are near.
Sure got a dead horse leg. No more shark attacks on my watch. Let's go.
Have 233 viewers. Ugh. I'm gonna send a tersely worded email to ViewTube CEO about squelching free speech. Signing the Declaration of Independence was a death warrant for our courageous founding fathers. So too have I selflessly put myself at tremendous risk with Truth Quest. It seems Port Clovis has forgotten all about its rogue shark, for now. Waste little time hitting the water when a shark becomes a threat to human life. Cross another one off the enemy.
got claspers, it's male.
He's looking right at me.
And we are underway. Earlier dawdling has this fish looking fatigued. The shark exhibits incredible maneuverability. Just like a quote of the day calendar, that was inspiring. Marine mammal parks are designed to anesthetize us from reality. We are in a time of great tribulation, and the gates of your gated communities will not save you. The NWO's hatred of free markets and affordable consumer goods has truly reached its apotheosis.
Make that money, boys!
These beaches were built by the initiates of the Dionysian sun cult, known for their pagan rituals of catching some rays and scoping some veins. Next comes the countrywide search and seizure of our weapons, gold stores, and freeze-dried beef stroganoff. Ferris wheels are incredibly uneconomical. So why are we suddenly seeing them everywhere? Because they are spiritual energy extractors that transform the city into a sun temple for the Illuminati to use in their rebirth rituals. Intimidated by the shark's fierce love of country and implacable devotion to the ideals of liberty, the bioweapon flees to open waters. There you see it. The Ishtar Gate and Processional Way are being constructed to welcome all variety of otherworldly entities to seduce and deceive mankind.
She's close. She's real close. I really should get them polarized lenses. Should have brought my fish finder. She gotta be somewhere out here.
Humans' attention spans are short. They've already forgotten about the shark and her many crimes, so thus ends the bounty. These are Chinese-made rigs. If there's any catastrophic methane explosions in the near future, it appears that the bioweapon is not only carrying a viral agent, but the HPV vaccine as well. The beast of the bottomless pit, Moloch. everything is energy, even physical matter. So maybe, if we all focus our minds on the destruction of this unholy weapon, it will happen. Like heroic Neo, the Shark has freed us from the Matrix. Now, we can unplug from the metal coils that once enslaved us, leave our mechanical caves, and greet this new dawn of truth. It's been 90 days since my last Truth Quest broadcast. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering where I've been. Well, for the past year or so, I've been partaking daily of ayahuasca. In fact, the very concept of Truth Quest came to me during a powerful vision. It was during my last vidcast that I experienced what my wife described as a psychotic break. The next day, she and my son Steven staged a family intervention. Well, I'm happy to report that since then, I've filed for divorce. Now I have time to dedicate myself to my true home. Questers, we know that reality is just a mirage. Somewhere through the crack between time and space, great cosmic truths remain, still awaiting discovery. These are the obscure and unmarked points along the road of our Truth Quest.